Australian Citizenship Ceremony. My name is Justin Commons. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the City of Whyalla, and I will be your MC for this evening's official ceremony. We've got another microphone. Before we begin, I'd like to have a welcome of country provided via a video presentation. Thank you.
Bangla people, welcome you to our country. We are the lawful inhabitants of this peninsula for thousands of generations. We are part of this land on which we stand, part of the waters that flow in and around. We are part of the dreaming stories that are connected. The full awareness of oneness with the land and waters will ensure a future for the children of tomorrow. Maranya, Kunaguru Bangala Miranya, Yura Melbu. Thank you.
Okay, I too would like to acknowledge that the lands that we meet on tonight are the traditional owners of the Bangla people and pay our respects to their elders past and present, recognising the Bangla people's spiritual relationship with country and acknowledge their ongoing custodianship of the land that we meet on tonight, and also pay my respects to any other Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people that may be with us this evening. In terms of some formal acknowledgements, I'd like to just do a few introductions. Very hard to not notice, but we've got Mayor Phil Stone. In the crowd at the back of the room, we've got Deputy Mayor Peter Border. And I think that's all the councillors we've got. We've also got Dr. Joy Penman, who's from the Australian Migrant Resource Centre. So Joy, if you can just wave your hands. The Migrant Centre provides a great service to people coming into our city. We have received apologies for a number of dignitaries. The Minister for Multicultural Affairs, the Honourable Zoe Bedison MP, the Federal Member for Grey, Tom Venning MP, the State Member for Giles, Eddie Hughes MP, and a number of councillors who unfortunately weren't able to join us today, including councillors David Knox, Zia Westerman, Peter Cobbercar, and the balance of the elected member group. This evening's ceremony is being held in conjunction with the nationwide National Citizenship Day. We celebrate Australian Citizenship Day each year on the 17th of September. This is an opportunity for all Australians to reflect on what it means to be and the importance of Australian citizenship and the responsibilities and privileges we have as citizens. Whether we are citizens through birth or by active choice, it is a chance for all Australians to take pride in our citizenship, celebrate our democratic values, and think about what unites us as Australians. Every year on this day, Australia welcomes thousands of new citizens in local communities across the nation. In 2005, this year, we celebrate 76 years of Australian citizenship. A reminder for everyone in attendance today that this ceremony is being live streamed via our council's Facebook page, so hello to all of those who may be joining us online. So hopefully you've all shared with family and friends so they can watch this real time. Can I also please ask, if you haven't already done so, if you can turn your mobile phones off or to switch them to silent. I want everyone to know that we are a very child-friendly environment, and we understand that sometimes children can get a little bit restless. That's actually okay. We love kids, and if you need to let toddler down to crawl around, that's all good with us.
Thank you.
Lastly, before we get things underway tonight, if you do need the toilets, they are in the main foyer, which are behind me to the left, your right. And in the very unlikely event of an emergency, the exit is on my right or your left. If needed, please follow the instructions of any staff. So we have a number of staff members here. The staff members can put up their hands. So we've got the wonderful Josh, Jody and Michelle. And also, sorry, I thought you were still outside Lisette, and the wonderful Lisette as well. So any one of those four, please follow them and they'll make sure that you can vacate the building safely. If there's anything else we can do tonight, please also yell out and speak to one of those people. So with those couple of introductions aside, I'd now like everyone who is able to please stand for the national anthem. The words will be on the screen, so those who may not know every word, you'll have the words up on the screen. Thank you. Please be seated. Who's been to the Australian Rules football? Every time I hear that song, I feel like going berserk. Anyway, on to the formalities. So I'm now going to introduce you to Mayor Pilstone to take over from the Citizenship Ceremony from this point. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Justin. It is great to see so many of you here. When I was a very young primary school student, and trust me, that was a long, long, long time ago, I remember being taught over and over that while we were a lucky country, one of the disadvantages of living in Australia was we were so far from everybody else. I think the world situation shows that's an advantage, being so far away. However, at some stage, and particularly in our front row here, you have made a decision to make the journey from your home country. Now, I'm born and bred Aussie. I might guess how it felt making that decision. I would never understand fully what you would have gone through and the reasons why you've chosen to leave your homeland, come to Australia. I'm sure there was a lot of uncertainty, and there might have been a lot of sadness associated with that reason. You have chosen Australia. Fantastic, you've chosen Whyalla. My eternal hope and belief is that you enjoy your life in Australia and Whyalla. Tonight might not seem it to you, but this is going to change your life. I'm always humbled at being in this position, just that little bit to be part of your new life in Australia. So on behalf of our city, where would we be without your input into the country? And those migrants that have chosen before you to make that, and it must have been a hard decision at the time, for whatever reason, to pack up, come to Australia and start a new life. I wish you personally and on behalf of Council and our whole community that you do have a rewarding rest of life here in Whyalla. And I thank you because we are all here to make Australia and Whyalla one unified country, and I think that is the beauty of Whyalla in particular. So I congratulate everybody here for what you're doing tonight, and all your friends, families and others, because you no doubt still have family and friends in your original country. You are now basically swearing allegiance to Australia. You become a fully fledged Australian citizen. I try to be a hard person, but I am an emotional type. I am a softie at heart. And I've been in a position with citizenship ceremonies like this where I've had emotional people that are so thankful for being in Australia and getting their citizenship. They will start to shed a tear and I say, stop that, you'll have me going. And I have shed a tear with them as well. And in fact, at the moment, I'm feeling quite emotional about what you are about to do. You've been on a long journey, first of all, to get to Australia and Whyalla. You've no doubt had a long journey, knowing how difficult and how long it can take to go through all the procedures. And tonight is the pinnacle. I then sign a document afterwards, and that's it. So please, I hope you really feel, as I do for you tonight, as to what this means, and I again congratulate you on becoming an Australian citizen tonight. It will change your life. We shall move on. Now it's my task now to read you a message from the Honourable Tony Burke MP, who is the Minister for Home Affairs, Immigration and Multicultural Affairs. And this is a message that we are required to read out, and it's a genuine message from him to show that Australia is caring and wants you to have a great life in Australia. So from Minister Burke, in a few moments' time, Australia becomes an even better nation. When you make the citizenship pledge, you take on the privileges and responsibilities of Australian citizenship. From that moment, your journey and heritage will become part of our shared Australian story. We are privileged to share this beautiful country with First Nations Australians, the custodians of the world's oldest continuing culture. Now, appreciating and understanding this truth is a vital part of what it means to be an Australian. Australia welcomes you as a full member of one of the most diverse nations on earth, and we are, where our citizenship is a bond which unites us all. Australia welcomes you and everything you bring to Australia, and you bring a lot for us. Today, your new nation says to you, welcome home. Now, as I turn the page, also, it's a requirement of mine to present this brief statement about citizenship as an introduction. Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of the Commonwealth of Australia. And Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. People on whom Australian citizenship is conferred enjoy these rights you will now enjoy, and undertake to accept these obligations by pledging loyalty to Australia and its people, sharing their democratic beliefs, respecting their rights and liberties, and upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. On that note, it gives me great pleasure to hand back to our MC, Justin Commons. Justin, and again, congratulations to everyone. Oh, I should mention that during our presentations we will be taking official photos, and then afterwards, if any of you want group photos, get your cameras out and go berserk.
Okay, it's that time of night, and all of you get to perform. So, now it gives me great pleasure to present those who will be receiving their Australian citizenship today. I will call up individual conferees one by one, or in some cases a family group, to deliver their pledge. I respectfully ask that you show your appreciation and acknowledgements after each conferee takes their pledge and once their pledge is completed. And as the Mayor just mentioned, we'll take a brief opportunity to grab a photo at that point in time. Each conferee then please return to their seats after they've received their certificate. And at the conclusion of the ceremony, as the Mayor just mentioned, we'll have the opportunity for photos with family and friends. Alright, so here we go. So, firstly, I'd like to welcome the Cassie family. So, Derek Cassie, Nicola Cassie, Matthew Cassie, Adam Cassie, and Abigail Cassie. Can you please come forward, please?
All on here. Right, now I'll give you all one of those. And if you all, in a big loud voice, recite that, and if I hold that there, you can be the bass to get the volume out. Yes?
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Yeah, it's a fun part for me to work out who's who. Derek. Nicola. Nicola. Matthew. I reckon that leaves you as Adam. And you'd be Abigail. There you are. Now, if we stand this way, big smiles. Show your certificate, there you are. And to everybody else, this is how we do it.
Thank you.
There you are. I'll take that one back. Oh, yes. We have little gifts. Now, these are unique.
These are little cuttlefish from Whyalla. So we very grateful.
No, but then.
I'll just hand them over and I'll let you sort it. I think that one's got your name on it. So, swap to your heart.
I was going to apologise in advance if I didn't quite get the pronunciation right. I thought the first one was actually reasonably safe, but I didn't have the accent right. I think it's Cassie. Casey. Casey? Casey. Casey. Alright, sorry, my apologies to the Casey family.
See, this is where I'm very fortunate. I don't have to read the names out.
Okay. My sincere apologies, and if I get any other names not quite right, that's not through lack of trying. Okay, can we now next please welcome Sahil.
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Awesome.
welcome Lawrence O'Brien.
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect and obey, whose laws I will uphold and obey.
How long have you been in Australia?
Since I was 4.
Keep going. Alright, there we go. Awesome. Cool, thank you.
Okay, can we next please welcome Michael Appleton.
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Alright, just come this way a touch. Right, keep coming. Yep. There we go. In the middle of the flags. Awesome. Last big smiles. Awesome. Wait.
And it's so from Alville.
Next, can we please welcome Gina Glencoe.
Australian Citizenship leads. From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Just keep going this way a touch. No, you just go that way a bit. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
Okay, can we next please welcome Irangela Abayasakara.
Australian Citizenship Pledge 1. From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
I wish I could all.
Okay, next, can we please welcome Stephen Dunn.
Democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
applause.
Next, we have another family. Can we please welcome Roslina Ahmet, Nur Jana Nazrul Ikram, Iman Putra, Nur Yasmin Nazrul Ikram, and Nazrul Ikram Salman.
What if I hold this and in loud voices, it goes over the microphone? Number two.
From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Yeah, Liz, how are you citizens? You get a beautiful colour one. If you're born here, it's a day you look incredible. Well, hopefully. All right. Now, do you want us over further?
Just a little bit.
For a photo like this, you come like this with your friends.
Yes. Or even better, family. All right, nice big smiles.
Okay, can we now please welcome Donald Obi.
Australian Citizenship Pledge. From this day forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
And we're going to go back this way a little bit.
Yep, just take a little bit. Nice.
Okay, next, please welcome Marcus Fensky.
I thought it was too good for me to get away without having to look up. I'm usually the shortest in the group, trust me.
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Now, I should be in the right position.
Just the microphone. Just... All right, nice big smiles.
Next, please welcome Michelle Hood.
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Now, please welcome Ken Azuzina.
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose right and liberties I respect, and those whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Back this way a bit.
Yeah, just come over. There we go.
In my hand. Right.
And last but certainly not least, our final conferee for this evening is Marilyn Stanley.
From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Thank you very much. Just before I go, I would like to acknowledge tonight wouldn't happen as smoothly as it always does without the magnificent Michelle and I said. I'm very fortunate to work with them, and they are both a treasure in what they do for us here tonight. So please, would you thank them? And that's it from me. Congratulations. Welcome. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
So that concludes the formalities of our presentation this evening in terms of the Australian Citizenship Ceremony. Can I just ask everyone to join with me one last time for a big round of applause congratulating all of our newest Australian citizens. I would like to thank all attendees, families and friends that have attended here either in person today and those that have tuned in via our live stream. Can I just remind our new conferees that the certificate that you received, you don't get too many things for free from the government. That certificate is a freebie. If you lose it, you have to pay for a replacement. So please treat it like an original, like a passport or an original birth certificate. Put it in a safe place. If you ever need to provide evidence of your citizenship, always give a copy, never give the original. So just a reminder to make sure that you take care because it is a very special piece of paper. Now, I've seen lots of smiles around the room, lots of cameras going off, and it's fantastic to see. So with your permission, I'd like to actually try something. We talk about Australian Citizenship Day being the 17th of September. So what if we all stand up and we all take the pledge to reflect on how great it is to be Australian? So if everyone can please stand up. I'll read it out to you if you can then respond. Well, actually, we've got it on the screen. That's even better. So after three, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Excellent. Give yourself a big round of applause. Okay, please be seated.